Caleb Young got the cake up, now he's on a data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Pretty move. First carry now for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 76 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the newest member of the Lion backfield, LeGarrette Blount. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a toss play to Blount. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow it.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Eric Armstead in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is Stafford. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. second down. Here's Garoppolo. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Play action. Garoppolo. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Amir Abdullah, the intended target. And it's third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's Sylvester Williams there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Oh, and now he bowls him over. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Here's Blunt. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now a carry for Blunt. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play action here on 1st down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards, as they'll get it to 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Toss play to McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. The quick slant caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Flushed out right. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gold now out to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Detroit getting set to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On the toss, this is one. He gets away from one, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. He got 29 yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Lions will take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. Now Blunt. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Stafford now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that'll set them back 5. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Play action. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And Gold is able to put it through. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustration, don't you think?
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is going to be 49er football.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
This is Morris. And a short gain here down to the 22. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice now fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Stafford now to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Stafford now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He hits Riddick underneath. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. And that one results in 35 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Stafford, he couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. LeGarrette Blount, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And it's 17-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now from Jacksonville. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And some room to work. A big play there for the Niners. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
In the backfield, standing alone on second and goal is McKinnon. They get it to him running left. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Stafford. And to the left side here, Wilson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Reuben Foster, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult.
Hey, middle.
Stafford on first down. To the right and complete to Galladay. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Stafford looking downfield for Jones. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Stafford. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Solomon Thomas able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
21. 65. Here we go. Black 80!
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Going to look deep for Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And he is all the way up past the 25. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They run again with Breida. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 27. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Going underneath to Blount. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Give him 30 yards there. Now it's Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now it's Breda. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Here we go. Hurry up.
Now it's Morris. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.